Hi, my name's Andrew. I know about insurance and underwriting, and I've got a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old who have a shed load of teddies. So I thought rather than doing the slightly nervous middle-aged businessman looking at the wrong part of the camera, I'd try and do an explainer video as to what I do in a way that, if not my kids, then a normal human being might understand. So, insurance underwriting is about selection, it's about grouping similar people together. So what we do is we ask questions of people. So these 20 teddies, these 20 people, we ask lots of questions. Take you about between 10 minutes and half an hour, generally, to answer our questions. And at the end of that half hour, we group 15 of the 20 together. So as I try and work out the 15 who are lucky enough to have got through our stringent underwriting process, we end up with that big group, and that big group we charge the same amount to. We call it our standard rates premium, and all of them pay that amount, and that's guaranteed that they'll pay that, nothing more, nothing less, over the duration of their policy. So typically that's for 25 years. Now, to give ballpark numbers that we're talking about here, numbers even more expensive than all of these teddies put together. If you're 40 years old, for about £100,000 worth of life cover, you're looking at about £10 a month. So over 25 years that you're paying that policy, that's about £3,000, a big investment. Now, you may have spotted I haven't finished the tidying job yet, because there are 5 people left, 5 teddies left. And those 5 teddies are going to either get charged more by the insurer, or they're not going to get offered any insurance at all. These people deserve more attention and more time and thought, both in this video and for insurers. Because what insurers are doing is they're working together with doctors and looking at their own claims experience to fairly, based on evidence, work out the right premiums for these different guys. So they might be charged more because they've been sick in the past, because they're overweight, or because they do more dangerous hobbies or have a more dangerous occupation. So typically about 4 in 20 would get charged more but still be offered the full cover. Now, as I've mentioned before in terms of sums, then quite quickly that becomes a huge difference. If you're being charged £20 a month rather than 10, you're typically looking at paying £6,000 over 25 years rather than £3,000. So, if you're one of those 4 people four people who are getting charged more, it really is worth talking either with the insurer who's made you the offer or your advisor as to whether that's definitely the best terms. If there's anything else any other information you have to be able to explain more about your condition, then it's important that you share it at that point. Equally, for about one of these guys, they're not going to get any insurance at all from mainstream insurers. Now obviously in these cases it's really important that you check if that's definitely the final decision, or again if there's any other information or any other insurer out there who may be able to offer you cover. As I say, while insurers have to have evidence for their decisions, different insurers do make different decisions based on the same evidence. So if you've been disappointed when you've been buying insurance, please do get in touch with specialist advisors or the insurers themselves and ask for their advice as to how they can help you get access to the insurance that you want. Thank you for listening. Any more questions, please do ask.